Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sage 2025 Showcase. This time, we're checking out one of our last games for the showcase this year. We have Sonic Seasons, which is made in ClickTeam Fusion 2.5 using the not-so-simple Sonic Advance 2 Worlds engine, which basically means it's going to play kind of like Sonic Advance 2, I guess. This is a fan game which has a real seasonal look, as the name might imply. It's a very short demo, from what I understand. But it looked like it had kind of a very autumnal kind of Mushroom Hill sort of look, so it was perfect for the Halloween season, I'd say, too. It looks cool and very orange, as you see. Yeah, it's a Sonic fan game, so we'll just have to play it to see how it is. Before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe subscribing if you feel like doing that as well, maybe coming over to Twitch if you'd like to watch this stuff live, whether you want to lurk or talk, you are certainly welcome to be here. We have a lurk command for you if you'd like to do that. And yeah, just think about coming by and hanging out if you want to. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize the content. I very much appreciate if you might consider it. And also we have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff over there. Links are in the description, and check them out if you feel like it, I guess. We also have croissants. We have a Nestler.
Cha.
The colors match you. And we also fair here, too.
Duk.
Yay. But yeah, let's look at the page for this one. So this one says, it's not a super long page, but it says, stop Eggman's control over the seasons on East Side Island in Sonic Seasons. Okay, so Robotnik has control over the seasons. That kind of makes me think of his weather machine in Sonic After the Sequel, which was another fan game that was good. A work in progress Sonic fan game in CTF 2.5, not so simple Sonic Advance 2 Worlds. Demo content is 2 full but short acts of Autumn Forest and a boss. Hey, look! It's a short Sonic fan game, but it has a boss. That is a big deal. As we've discussed before, a lot of Sonic fan games feel like they just drop off before they get started because they just make a level and they don't worry about bosses, and then it just drops off. We never see it again the next year. But when a game has a boss fight, that's a bigger deal because that shows a lot more focus and programming than just making a level, right? Especially when you're using a preset engine. So let's see what kind of boss they have. Playable Sonic the Hedgehog. Woo! That's great. And besides that, I mean, things of note. The Sonic Heroes OST are placeholders, and this is my first ever fan game. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Let's see what you got. Also, Lydia said you're autistic, so you always keep your speakers low, but I know people love when their speakers are blowing up for some reason. We kind of keep our speakers low. We have misophonia, which basically means that sound can make us trigger, like, mentally bad reactions. Like, we can want to punch a wall or something if a sound annoys us too much. Not because we're violent, but simply because sound can be that destructive. Look it up if you're curious about misophonia. M-I-S-O-phonia. It's pretty rough.
It's a symptom of autism, actually.
Yeah. Actually, wait, you might... Yeah, that's true. Autistic people might know what I'm talking about, then. Yeah, but yeah, it's... we keep our speakers low, though, because we live in an apartment, so we don't usually try... If we are using speakers, we don't play it very loud. And if we want to play something loud, we put on headphones. Autumn Districts. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. Misophonia also means that if we go to a mall and we're in a busy mall where a lot of people are talking, and we have a friend next to us and they're also talking, we can't understand them. We can't parse their sounds from other sounds. Normally, the normal human reaction is to be able to filter out sounds to pay attention to certain ones. We can't do that. It's partially because of the misophonia, I think. In fact, I think misophonia is part of it. Like, I think misophonia also does that, so I think it's part of misophonia. I'm not sure, though. Okay, this seems kind of chill. Very, very Sonic Advance 2. This engine is definitely Sonic Advance 2 coded. It even has the launch at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that intro was just hit me right in the nostalgia.
So Sonic Heroes placeholder soundtrack. What song is this from Sonic Heroes? I'm interested. There's no time limit. Oops. I am having the Sonic Advance issue of whoops, screen crunch, I fell off a ledge. I mean, I know it's I know it's an advance, so it's like it has some screen space, but I think a few people had trouble like with blind falls and stuff in Sonic Advance.
I don't think this is Heroes.
Well, they said it was a placeholder soundtrack for Sonic Heroes. I'm not sure if they were telling the truth though. It's not a no. It's not a Sonic Advance 2 hack. It's a not so Sonic. It's here. Let me read what it has a very long title. It's this particular engine made for Click Team Fusion. There's a lot of engines people pre-made engines for Sonic fan games where you can like have physics that are kind of similar to a certain Sonic game, and it's just an engine and you get it. It's a pre-made engine somebody made, or like, you know, for instance, this case, this is Click Team Fusion 2.5. And this is using the not-so-simple Sonic Advance 2 Worlds, which is basically like a preset for Click Team Fusion that somebody made so people can make Sonic fan games more easily. If that makes sense. It's like a preset that you can download to use of an engine, a development engine, and then helps you make a game. So yeah, that's why it's not actually a ROM hack, it just looks very faithful. Because of this preset thing. I don't know what you call it. No, the word. What's the word? Oh, framework. Framework. That's the word. Sorry, we check out some frameworks now and then for Sage. Framework is what it's called. Basically, a framework is a set of rules for an engine that lets you more easily. It just lets the developer immediately have all the physics right and stuff. Also, that spring isn't working. I don't know if anybody notices that spring isn't working, but it isn't.
Well, one thing I remember about Sonic Advance 2 is you could do tricks off of springs and other things.
Oh, I can do that.
Using the R button.
Oh, okay. Will it give me more speed?
You have to hold a direction and then press the R button, and it boosts you in a different direction.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Okay, this fan game just straight up expects me to remember exactly how Sonic Advance 2 plays. Got it. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I'll just use that at the end. Alright. Thanks for saying that, or I would have never figured it out. So wait, is it... I didn't work there. Oh, did I do it too late?
It should work anytime you get off.
Well, do you notice how I'm spinning on the spring, and then after spinning a bit, I just fall?
Yeah.
I think during the spin, I think I have to use it during the spin. Okay, let's try this. I think... Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm very new with Sonic Advance 2. Yeah, I think when he stops doing the spinning animation, starts falling, I can't do a trick at that point.
That's strange.
So this is actually... I probably can use a trick to get up there, but I gotta time it just right. I'm doing a right dash because I can't get close enough for the up dash to work. I'm trying. Well, I did see something when I was going to the left, so let me try this. Yeah, there's something over there I can maybe I can get that. But yeah, this is not a good first impression for level design. Wow.
Yo, Crimson.
Hi, Crimson. So if I drop straight down... Yeah, I thought so. There it is. I saw something earlier. Okay, can I grind on that or something? It looks like grindable, but it's just... I fell through it. So how do I do this exactly? Is there any other moves I can use in Sonic Advance 2 that I'm not using? I mean, there's this bouncy thing I found.
Nothing's coming to mind.
How can I use that bouncy thing, maybe? Like
I don't think so.
Oh wow, that doesn't give me... Okay, I was wondering if it would bounce me up as high as I fall, but no. Yeah, maybe if I could get the trick at the... Okay, yeah, I don't think you can land on that. Seems like I just fall through it. Can I even beat this Sonic fan game demo? It feels like there's really just one path here. Well, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's not a secretly breakable wall. Just checking. Yeah, I have to use the spring to get enough height. What about over here? Nope. Well, this is a bit rough. I'm still curious. I really would like to get... Like, they actually made a big deal of saying there's a boss fight, and that is a big deal to us. Again, with the rule of Sonic games, if you don't have a boss, you're probably not... You're not probably working on the project for very long, so... You see even Sonic agrees. Is there... Wait. I'm so close, right?
Yeah.
If only you were playing as Amy. If she hits springs with her hammer, she goes farther.
Is there some way I can speed myself up on this spring? Spring physics. I don't think this. I think the spring physics are fine. It's just that they placed the platform too far away. I don't. You know what I think they did? I think it's. Oh, you know what? I have a hunch. Let me guess. Originally, the level had the spring here. Maybe he tested the level and the spring was here. And then later, when he was like putting the level together, like looking over the level in the editor, he was like, you know what, this spring, I moved it too far forward. I should move back. That looks better there. And then he didn't think to check to see if you... what's that?
Or they thought, oh wow, this is a great place to put this really large bush model that I have. Oh, the bush is in the way.
Oh my, you're right. Look, the bush goes to the edge of this part. And it goes right up to the spring edge. You're right. I bet you anything they had the spring here, or somewhere around here, and they're like, you know, this platform's too big. I gotta put a bush here. Oh, this bush is big. Okay, well, I'll just move the spring over so it's not in the way of the bush. No, I do think that they could place the spring in front of the bush, but they probably thought it wasn't aesthetic, so they wanted to move it. You know.
At this point, I would say
there probably is still a way to do it, and it's just the way that they did it by default.
At this point, I would go back and see if I can find some other route.
You know, I would do a jump, like, I would normally jump off this ledge like this, but if you notice, it's perfectly designed that, well, there's this little wall here that's like a part. If this wall was over here, I could probably do a little leap off of the wall to get up there. But considering that this is a gap, I can't do that. And as far as you say, go to another route, what other route would you suggest?
Maybe look higher or lower? Obviously, we missed some sort of route because that rail starts somewhere.
It starts there. This is the start of the level, though, Fair. Look. Wait. There. That's where it starts. And then it just takes me back here.
Nuts.
I think the springs... Maybe you can reach the spring by doing that, but yeah. I mean, also look at this spring jump. Look at how this spring just barely makes me get up here. This developer was too exact with his spring placement with no room for leeway. Except for that spring is a little more leeway.
Yeah, it does not look good.
Try bouncing on the spring. The down bounce thing.
Okay. Oh, you mean the, I don't think that changes the height, but I can try on the other one.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
do
looks
it.
the same.
Let me guess, I'm in a catch-22 situation where I bet they fixed this in the patch that I can't run the game in.
Oh no.
Alright, Chrysalis, I might need a cheat engine to play
slightly
this.
closer.
Yeah.
I guess I guess it wouldn't be too hard to... Man, I would... Oh, what? There's no timer on the screen, though. Okay, fine. You know what? This is fine enough time. Okay, cheat engine it is. 1 second.
3.
We'll do the trick we've been doing throughout Sage with cheat engine, because there's several games where we had to use it. We'll do the trick where we look for the jump value, and then we'll mess with it. So, first scan. Okay, and then... Increase value, decrease value, increase value, decrease value. Basically, every time I jump, I increase the value, and every time I land, I decrease the value. Basically, I'm trying to trim my jump height. Is essentially what I'm doing. And basically by doing this, we are sorting through the code. We're removing addresses as I do this. Up, down, until all the addresses are gone. Well, or most of them at least. I'm removing 1,000 at a time now. Basically. I should do unchanged value too. Unchanged value. Unchanged value. Unchanged value. That narrows it down too. Wow, it's narrowing it down quite a bit actually. I'm still over 10,000 entries though. Let me move back and forth a little bit. Yeah, that cut another 2,000 entries just doing that. Okay. Increase value. Decrease. Oh no, it's not moving anymore. I'm still at 8,000 though. Oh no. That's not narrow enough for me to find what I need. What should I do? Maybe small jump, and then maybe a big jump. That might narrow it down a little bit more, and then decrease value again. Okay. Gee. Well, I guess I could go down the slope.
Try to find our Y coordinate.
Yeah. Okay, decrease value. Decrease value. Decrease value. It's not narrowing down very much. This isn't working very well. I still have 5,680 entries.
Ew.
Yeah, that's way too many to work with.
Just a couple.
Well, Does Chrysos have any idea? I can do a sort of forward dash as well, but I don't think I can do that with a spring.
The only thing I can think of...
Yeah, I can't do it off of things.
Did you hit the spring? Did you just run up to the spring from the right, ever? Or did you always jump on it?
I mean, I spent some time doing this, just to see if it would give me extra distance, and no. Or just straight up running at it? Maybe. So,
Nope.
yeah, the timer is randomly invisible for some reason. I don't know why.
And you sure you can't... You're timing your trick at the very last moment?
Trying to. It doesn't give you much leeway. The moment that... It feels like it actually doesn't let you... Oh my gosh. And this... You have to rev up so much to get up this. It's just obnoxious. I wonder if I can trick into it. Let's see. No, I can't. I feel like I'm trying to trick later into the spin, but I don't think it's letting me. So I was gonna say when the spin animation ends. Okay, that let me do it, but okay. Is it hold R and press a direction, or press a direction and hold R?
Press a direction and press R. Hold the direction, press R.
Okay. Yeah, I see. That's weird. That's the closest I got to trying to trick into it. Man, how do you do this at the start of your level? This is hard. What? How did I do it there?
What?
I gotta try it again.
That looked perfect. Just absolutely wonderful. Definitely intended.
Oh, you can do it anytime. It's just okay. It's
What were you
just
doing wrong?
sometimes the input gets eaten and you don't trick.
Oh.
Sometimes you just can do everything right and it just doesn't work. Alright, let's go finish the level before the timer, I don't know what it's at, kills me. Whee! Yeah, that... Like, even... Oh, wow. I unspun dash, and then I hit the other guy and I was fine. That's weird.
Well, you were still in your...
Look at these giant loop-de-loops, too! Like, they're forcing me to, like, stop and get a big old spin going just to make the jump. What? Oh. I got... Okay.
Okay.
Dev, you do realize that...
sure is stuff happening.
Here's a weird thing. I don't think we've ever brought this up in a Sonic game before, but... You know how, like, if you hit down and you can see my inputs on the screen, of course. You know how if you hit down and then you press the A button, you start revving a spin dash, right? Everybody knows that, right?
Yep.
And the number of times you press A determines the strength. So if you just press A once, you just do a little pop. That was actually pretty fast for a pop, but you get my point. And if you do a whole bunch, you go really fast. This is something that I don't think I've seen a Sonic game fail at so bad as this one. Most Sonic games don't demand that you charge a maximum rev, which usually takes something like, 8, 9 presses of the button, to actually make a jump or make a distance on something. If there's a ramp to go up, you can press it maybe 3, 4 times, maybe even 2 times and still get up it. If there's a loop-de-loop, 2 or 3 times. If there's, But this fan game here, wants you to charge maximum revs to get over these giant loop-de-loops and to get up that giant slope, to get the giant wall where a slope was next to it. It feels like the dev is like, yeah, you need to do maximum rev all the time. It's like, you do realize that is literally hurting my hand because of the number of A presses I gotta do all the time? Like, like, it's just not fun. It's kind of dumb. Okay, cool, good speed. Oh, good. I'm glad that ramp completely worked the way it's supposed to when you go off of it.
Ramps work only if you're going at a certain speed.
Okay, well, I didn't really have to... Dev, you can make shorter ramps, shorter walls, shorter loop-de-loops. And what am I supposed to do here?
Not go in ball mode?
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for telling me that. But I think that only worked because of the speed juice, which just ran out as I finished that.
No, if you're in ball mode, you can't continue running up walls. If you're out of ball mode, you can keep running up walls, so... That's why I wish that the 2D games had a button to get out of ball mode.
Okay. I see.
The TF?
Sonic doesn't want those rings, they're stinky.
No, those aren't rings, those are bracelets.
So wait, are these loop-de-loops easier too if I'm running rather than... Yeah, they are. So ball form just sucks in Sonic Advance 2, is that what you're telling me?
In Sonic Advance 2, not really.
Well, it sucks in this fan game.
Yeah.
But also, there's just randomly enemies placed on the path, and then I just run into them if I'm not in ball form, so... Oh yeah, that's right.
This developer just really likes the running animation and doesn't like how the ball doesn't let you see it.
Since they're using a framework, this might be the framework's fault, but it also could be their fault, because anybody using a framework can tweak it. So you never know. You never know for sure. Okay, so that was a pretty bad showing. Like, obviously, I didn't know the full moveset of Sonic Advance 2, but I don't think I'm alone here. Even those who have played Sonic Advance 2, if they come around to this fan game, they may not remember all the details of the controls. Sonic Advance 2 is kind of old at this point. So I would not blame... So, like, Dev, maybe tell people if you demand a certain special move somebody needs to do. Okay, we're getting that's the point. Okay, if you demand a certain move out of somebody, the Sonic Advance 2 can do, maybe refresh them on that. You know, especially if it's the first level of the game.
2, 1, go!
So I was holding right. You guys actually could see that on the D-pad. I had the D-pad held. It was on the visualizer. That didn't work for some reason. Okay, let's try again. So, by the way, I also noticed that, unlike a normal Sonic game, there's typically not split paths. So, like, he kind of did a split path in the first level right at the start with the rail, but let's just call that a half-hearted attempt, because it really didn't do much. Oh, actually. So, now if you notice that death that I fell to immediately...
Oh, these fucking platforms.
The death that I fell to immediately tells me one thing, and that is... Yeah, he is literally expecting you to use the tricks... In Sonic Advance 2, was the trick system ever absolutely required to make a jump? On the main path of the level?
I think in later levels, possibly. It's been a long time.
Okay, because this doesn't feel right, you know? Like, the trick system is cool, and I like the boost it can give you, but I feel like it should be a bonus boost, not a you must do this or you will die boost, or a fail boost.
Yeah, Advance 3 was definitely the best of the Sonic Advance games.
I think. Yeah, this just feels too exact. It feels like the developer is anal retentive about his level design. That's what it feels like.
Also, egg pawns? Really?
Well, there's a Buzz Bomber. He's right here. Doing his Buzz Bomber thing of...
Being a jerk.
Actually, why is he not shooting? He's just kind of jumping at me. Alright, well, he's dead now. Got rid of him faster. I thought he shot
yes,
you.
I remember the bottomless pits in Sonic Advance 2.
This is what I mean! Like, if you want me to be in run mode, then why just put an enemy right here? The level design is so... Yeah, that's one of the worst things the Sonic fan game developers do. Hey, you want to get a bunch of speed? Cool, I'm gonna make you run into the enemy now. Like, the thing is, you place enemies after a point that slows you down, like up a ramp. Like, did you just go up a little ramp and you landed on a flat platform? That's a good time for an enemy, because you'll see it coming, you know? You don't place an enemy at the speed section. Look how much speed I have right now, by the way.
Oh yeah, this is the fun part of Sonic Advance 2.
Too bad I'm not allowed to have fun.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Not having fun. This is just so poorly made, honestly, I feel.
I'm gonna have to go back through Sonic Advance 2 at some point and see which level it is.
Hey, you know what? The bottomless pits are dumb. What? Unless they're choreographed, unless they're signposted, unless it's fair, and generally not in the first zone, please.
I do appreciate how later Sonic
No, you
games
didn't
have-
restart the whole game.
Oh no.
Remember, too, one of the lives I lost that I just gamed over with was because So the title screen was black for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't save my progress. I gotta play the first level again.
Do you?
I mean, I could probably do it at this point. By the way, there's so few rings that I don't think I'm gonna get extra lives either.
1, go!
Again,
It is
D-pad
late for
showed I was
Lizard.
holding the button. But okay.
It is late for Lizard, so Lizard shall go.
Alright, good night, Esther.
Good night.
You have a good
Have
night.
good.
I'll talk to you later.
Chat.
Yeah. Yeah. There, I did it. Yeah, why are there so few... speaking of anal retentive level design, what is this... The developer is also like this, like, I don't want to give the player too many rings. I'm gonna not put them that many places. I mean, yeah, there's a few ring monitors, but...
I think they're just being lazy.
Why did I get a ton of speed there? I'll take it though. Oh, shield? Those exist? Interesting. Oh, cool. I'm really glad how that spiral just kicked me off at the end. You can't make this stuff up. It's just doing what it wants to do. Oh, hell no. Why? Why would someone do that? I'm not even joking. This isn't a credit for one credit area mark. And also, it's a demo! Dad probably thought nobody died in the demo. Well, I don't feel bad about dying in the demo, because it kind of seems... Oh, wow, alright. I don't think I've taken this back before. Oh, yeah. Running... I actually managed to get 50 rings. I wonder if there's a special stage at the end. We'll never know. I was worried about that, but I kind of... Wow, okay, I just fell into a... I missed the rail somehow? So the rail does... Oh, there are more invisible rings there, by the way. Okay, Sonic has too easy a time going up a wall if he's walking. If he's you know, doing that. But he can't do it if he's... So yeah, you have to stand on the front, the blue part of a rail thing, or you won't land on it. I'm pretty sure in Sonic Advance 2, if you jumped on any part of a rail, you landed on the rail, right?
Yeah.
So, they don't... Yeah, but that doesn't work here. What the heck? Also,
it feels like they're more going off Sonic Advance 1 rails.
Looney notes that Sonic Advance 2 is the most divisive of all Advance games. Really? Bob Spitz were also thinking they were everywhere. Weren't they marked, though? Like it was a sign? Like, warning death? There's one level in Sonic Advance 2 which could only write nothing else and beat the level, which is funny. That sounds entertaining, actually.
They didn't really start marking pits until, I think, Sonic Generations.
Oops. I thought Advance 3 at least had warnings. Oh yeah, by the way, D-pad's being held. D-pad is being held. Held. Oh, we're going cool. That's cool. I like going. I like moving. That's good. I'm dead. So punishing. It's wonderful. Also, I only have 2 lives. I only can lose 2 lives, huh?
1, go!
Alright. Yeah, I find those swings to be hard to time a little bit. Okay, there. Alright, hope for the best, everyone. Let's see how far I get this time. Alright, the tricky thing.
I hate those bouncy platforms.
You do? What's wrong with them?
Oh, they were just used in a stage where, with a lot of bottomless pit.
Oh.
And you saw how tiny those platforms were, so...
They're not huge, no. They're kind of
Yeah,
not, they're not the smallest, but they're not huge either.
It's easy to fall off and die.
Speaking of which, I hope that doesn't happen in the spiral up ahead. The egg puns, that's really lazy design, by the way, the egg puns. They're just standing there doing nothing. Okay, here's the speed. I don't remember exactly how I died up ahead, I just remember I did. Does anybody remember how I died? I'm trying to remember. If Austin says, I'm not even joking, this isn't the insert for one credit there. I think it's right here. Right, because I had no speed built up, so I had to, like, get some.
Yeah, you should be able to spin dash off the ramp.
So, can I spin off? I can do that. Like, I wasn't sure if that would work off a ramp. Okay, I'll use it. I like how they don't give you enough room to get a lead up at all. Or, like, use your speed up ahead. Okay. Well, let's get back there. We have 1 life left. This is pretty painful, though, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so a spin dash should work here.
Sure.
Yeah, that did. That did work. Good. And that was the end of the level. Of course it was. Of course it was. Because everybody loves bottomless pits, right? This isn't the worst Sonic fan game we played this Sage showcase, but it is the most... It's definitely one you want to punch in the face a little bit, you know? I'm sorry, I'm not very violent, but I have to say that. Like the game, not the developer. I want to be clear. The game. I'm talking about the game.
I figured.
Okay, the boss. Let's see what you've done with the boss fight. Okay, you're doing this... So it's a Sonic Advance 2 running boss. Is this an original boss?
That's one of the other...
Is it original or not?
I don't think so.
Because remember, this is a framework, and some people are lazy and like, I'll just use the example boss they have. So this could be an example boss from the framework. That's something to point out. I'm not sure.
By the way, I just want to say, the bosses were the part I hated the most about Sonic Advance 2.
I think that's the part that Charem liked the most. Also, there's singing. There's singing, by the way. I think Charem likes the push and pull of this boss. Okay, this guy's attacking too quickly for me to really do anything. Wait, did I run out of rings? Aren't the rings constantly supposed to spawn while you're fighting the boss?
Yeah.
I think I ran out. I think they only had so many in the level and it just ran out. Who is this singing? What is this song?
I don't know, I can't hear them. I've got it too low.
I don't feel like they made that boss, personally, but I'm not sure. It's kind of disappointing, actually, that music, because, the actual Sonic Advance 2 boss theme is really good, so it's...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about that replacement. Better than expecting to finish early, they did. I don't know. Thanks for playing. No thanks for having me.
Yeah, that looked pretty disappointing, and this is from a Sonic Advance fan.
Yeah, this... Honestly, you know the Sonic curse we talked about before? How most Sonic fan games, like, if we see them on stage, they'll never show up. They'll never appear again the next year because most people just abandon their projects. I think I'm okay with that happening to this one. Sorry, Sonic Stevens Dev, but you just made... You did the terrible... Like, it's your first game, but as your first game... As me critiquing your first game, let me give you this piece of advice. Don't design levels that are so exacting on what you have to do. You have to do exactly this, exactly that, exactly that. Go that exact route there. You had a few multiple paths, but regardless, there was so much. It always led to an exacting situation where you dropped into a bottomless pit or you got stuck, like I did for a while. Also, if you expect the player to use advanced moves from Sonic Advance 2, pun not intended, then give them a literal sign in the game telling them, hey, try a trick here or something. But yeah, you basically just designed this. You basically designed this in a way where it's like, you know what to do, exactly how to pull off everything. You know exactly where you need to do a thing. So you designed it that way. You didn't design it for the player. You designed it for yourself, Dev. This was not designed for a player fresh with the experience, not knowing your level design, not knowing how you design things to play. That is frustrating. So in the future, when you work on future things, this is your first project. I can understand making this mistake, but yeah, don't design a game based on your own knowledge and your own skill level with your own game, because you're always going to be the most skilled and most knowledgeable about your game. Think about other people, and honestly, you could have avoided this very easily by just simply getting some playtesters before getting on stage and asking them, "Hey, what do you think? Any problems?" That would have helped you immensely for balancing this. Also, yeah, your patch doesn't work. Please fix that. I don't think they have a second patch. It's just that one non-working patch is the only one. So, yeah, any last thoughts for you guys? I think I said everything I cared about.
Like I said, Sonic Advance fan, you could have done things a lot better. Definitely put more rings down. Don't be so cheap with the enemy placement. And let us have more sections where we can run to full speed like that, because that was one of the best parts of Sonic Advance 2.
Yeah.
Just going new.
Yeah, that way it was good at that. Like people call that game shallow, but you can go really fast at it, and that is pretty cool. Kind of progenitor to boost gameplay, Sonic, sort of even. But yeah, I wish them luck on making things in the future. If they want to keep working on this thing, I heavily recommend they revamp what they've done here and start over a little bit. But one thing I have to say about these frameworks, a lot of Sonic fan games use a framework. So basically, somebody made a framework for an engine that has usually has like all the functionality, basic assets of the Sonic characters and stuff, example levels, example bosses. So whenever somebody makes a Sonic fan game using a framework, we're never quite sure if they actually made some stuff themselves or if they just slapped together pre-existing assets in the framework. And I feel like this might be the latter, but I'm not sure. I can't say for sure because we don't know these we are not really game devs that are working with these frameworks, so we don't know all what they have inside of them ourselves. We don't have intimate knowledge on the frameworks. And also there's 5 million frameworks, so even if we couldn't have intimate knowledge, we wouldn't know about all of them because there's just so many of them, especially for Sonic. But yeah, I kind of feel like the reason that these Sonic fan games disappear so quickly, like they show up 1 year and then disappear, is because it's just somebody slapping something together with using pre-made assets in the framework a lot of times, or maybe adding a bit of their own, but not much of their own. So basically, they're not really dedicated into like really making a game. They're just kind of tinkering around, which is fine. It's a free game that you could just play if you want to, and if you don't want to, it's fine. It doesn't cost you anything, so it's not like offensive. This is not offensive. None of these framework-based games are offensive, even if they're really bad. But I do think that all the same, time is money, and if you're going to ask people to play your game, do try your best, please. Do actually like put some real effort in, and don't be lazy. But yeah, I'm not accusing this game of laziness necessarily. I'm just saying, as a general rule, with these framework games. But all the same, that was Sonic Seasons, and I hope you guys liked it. At least I got through without cheating, because I couldn't cheat it.